Welcome, 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 and thank you to Los Zumbidos de la Abeja. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to press the bell so that you can hear every time I'm gonna have some new buzz. Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make a very quick and easy recipe, which is chili beans. It's raining outside today, so it's perfect weather. It's a very quick and simple and easy recipe in less than 15 minutes. So stay with me, and if you like this video, share and put a little like on it. Okay, so I'm gonna prepare all of the ingredients here. I'm gonna be using bell peppers, red and green. Jalapenos is optional. Celery and onions. Salt and pepper, oregano, cumin, garlic salt, onion powder, chili powder, tomato paste, tomato green chilies. You can make your own green tomatoes if you want to. I just chose to get the can, but you can get them and make them yourself. If I need more, I'll just get a tomato and cut them up really quickly. And you're gonna use some Knorr flavoring. And you're just gonna get your ground beef. I always like to get the least meat possible for the fat. And you're gonna need 2 dishes. I'm already heating up. This is the Princess Princess House pot. And you're gonna need 2 pans. So I'll go ahead and heat these up here too. Very light oil. And I'm gonna be using olive oil for the vegetables, and I will be using the Power Chef that is through Tupperware, and I'll show you guys how to go ahead and make all of this and chop it up really, really quickly. Okay, babe, you want to go ahead and get the camera? And all I'm gonna do is lightly cover the here for some oil, just so we can saute it. Okay. And then over here, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the meat there, and we'll go ahead and start here. Go ahead and put it right here. Okay, so basically right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and get the meat, and we're just gonna cook it in the oil, in the saute pan, and we are going to season it with salt and pepper. And we're just going to put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper for seasoning. You gave it to me, but I don't know where you put it back at.
It's in the corner. You don't see it? No, you don't see it. Oh my. It's over there.
Oh, that's hidden, Delilah. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of salt just for flavoring. And you could put however much salt you want to. It's all optional. So, you know, if you're trying to stay low on salt or low on sodium, whatever you want. But we're gonna go ahead and let the meat cook. While the meat is cooking, we'll just let it cook here. Okay. Now we're just gonna come over here and we're gonna come to our Power Chef. Come this way. Come this way. And you're gonna use your Power Chef, so this is gonna cut up everything really quickly. All we want to do is make sure that everything is cut in there, so the blades don't get stuck. So you just basically want to cut it so that it fits in the blade. The jalapenos is optional. You don't have to put it in if you don't want to, but it's optional if you don't want, if your kids, you know, don't want any jalapenos are in it. In our family, we generally like everything spicy. So we're gonna go ahead and see if I can get all of this in there. It might not all fit, but let's give it a shot. I might have to take some out. but it might work. Okay. Okay, cover it a little bit more.
Cover it. Not close.
No? Okay. So as you can see, it already chopped, and we're gonna do one more spin. This vegetable smells so good already.
So spicy.
It smells really, 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 really good already. Okay, so everything is cut already. You can do it however you want it to be small. I already had a little bit of onions cut up, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it over here. And I already have the oil ready, lightly oiled. So we're just gonna go ahead and add everything together, and we're gonna saute it. Like this. And we're gonna saute this for about 5 minutes. Like this, okay? Now let's go ahead and check on the food. And as you can see, I didn't use any oil whatsoever. With these Princess House, you don't need any oil. I only put a little bit of tiny bit of olive oil. It's 100% pure, but just so that the vegetables can saute a little bit. But other than that, you really don't need anything. The fire doesn't need to be high either. As you can see, the meat is cooking pretty thoroughly. Just break it up a little bit so that it can cook. And you just want to make sure that your meat is cooked really, really good. You just want to cut it up and chop it up. And as you can see, the Power Chef, it saved all my time of having to chop everything up with my hands. As you can see, the texture, I mean, it's so cut up. You can make it when you're making your pasta salads, your rainbow pastas. All you gotta do is add some olives, maybe some yellow bell pepper with your rainbow pasta. And you have a really, really, really good salad, like a vinegar, add some vinegar to it. It's really, really good. Okay, so we're just gonna be waiting for the meat to finish cooking. Now, I already made my beans. So I made fresh beans. I made fresh Peruano beans. So you could do whatever beans you want to. I just chose to do Peruano beans. Those are the beans that we like. Put it over here. Those are just the beans that I chose that we like. Now you can also add kidney beans to it, But my husband doesn't like kidney beans. All I did was boil my beans, and if you can see, I put a whole onion in there. I add salt and 3 whole garlics. And you just continue adding water for about 2.5 hours, maybe 3, just depending on how high or how low. I always put in hot water so that the beans can cook faster and stay at the same temperature. Never put tap water into your beans when you're cooking your beans. Now let's just come over here and see how these vegetables are coming along. And as you can see, they look amazing. They look so delicious. This chili bean is going to come out so, so good. Now all we're waiting for right now is the meat to cook. Give me a little drainer, babe, so I can drain the meat. As soon as the meat is done, we're gonna drain the fat out of all of the meat. We don't want any of the fat. I'll put it over there in the sink. And you just want to chop your meat as fine as you can. You don't want hamburger patties in your chili beans. You want little nice chili with meat in it, but you don't want it too bulky. You want it to be finely cut. And your beef is ready once you see that it's all the same color already. Now I only got 10% oil, so the meat is gonna cook really fast because it's practically all just meat. You just want it to get its color. You don't want it red. This is ready already. I'm gonna go ahead and drain it.
Drain it.
Just taste it. Make sure that it's got a good flavor for the meat. And once I drain it right now, I am going to add everything together, the tomato paste, the beef bouillon, and the tomatoes. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do over here is I'm just gonna open all these cans here. So I'm gonna open the tomato sauce and I'm gonna open the paste because this is gonna be the next step of what we do. So go ahead, Delilah.
Can I give the bun to Tina?
Oh, yeah. You want more?
No, it's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Love you. So we're gonna have the tomato paste ready. We're gonna add the 1 can of tomato paste and then 1 can of water, okay? So that I can get a little bit ready. So basically, all I'm gonna do now is drain the meat. The meat is ready.
Yes.
Always wear your gloves in the kitchen. You don't want to get burned. So make sure that you always, when you're going to grab something, you have protection. So all I'm going to do is drain the meat. I'm just going to drain the meat to make sure that all of the fat comes out. As you can see, just kind of squish it down so that it drains all the fat out of it.
It's a lot of fat. I like fat.
You like fat? Fat is good. You need a little bit of fat so that the food tastes better. But and then just gonna bring it back over here to the pan. Because our meat is ready. And this is 2 pounds of meat. If you guys are wondering how much meat it is, it's 2 pounds of lean ground meat. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add everything together. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in my vegetable saute, because all I wanted to do was saute this up a little bit. Let me lower the heat here. So I'm gonna bring this over here. And I'm going to add the can of tomato. And I'm gonna add the can of tomato paste. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some water. My refrigerator is filtered, so this is filtered water. Now you wanna go ahead and add some beef bouillon because you want some flavoring. So add some beef bouillon. I never measure anything. I cook by eye, if that makes any sense. It's just like as much as food that's in here, I will look at what it looks like and more or less know how much food I need to put in, or how much seasoning I need to put in here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of more water because it's still too dry. Okay. So as you can see, the beans are already getting that chili look. So delicious. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna let that start simmering. And now I added everything together. Now what I'm gonna add in is the seasoning. And I'm gonna go ahead and add into here garlic, cumin, chili powder, oregano, and salt and peppers, okay? And the food is almost ready. So I'm just gonna add, for seasoning, some garlic salt, some onion powder, some cumin, some oregano, and some chili powder. And this chili smells delicious in the kitchen. These chili beans are perfect for today's weather. Okay, so then you just grab a little bit and you just put some on your hand. And the season is perfect. I don't need anything else in there. It's perfect. So now I'm just gonna add my beans. You can add kidney beans also with your pinto beans, but my husband doesn't like kidney beans, so I won't be adding any kidney beans to it. I'll just be adding regular beans to it. And then you can add, once you serve yourself in the bowl, you can add cheese on top of your chili beans. And you have a delicious bowl of chili beans. And here, all I'm gonna do is let everything boil together just for it to heat up for like maybe about 10 minutes. And my chili beans are ready. You can add a 1 can of beans or 2 can of beans, however you want. But this is my simple and easy recipe of my homemade chili beans. Ta-da!